Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. So if you're a Blender artist and you're looking for amazing add-ons that you can work with, here's a rundown of brand new Blender add-ons that you probably missed for the month. And of course, we're also going to do a subsequent one as add-ons gets released over time. And in this video, we're going to talk about the brand new add-ons that are currently available, some discounted ones, some free ones, and a couple more stuff. And with that said, let's get right into it. The Soft Body Painter from the folks at Blender Procedural is a wonderful add-on that allows you to easily paint several parts of your mesh, and you can simply run automatic simulation on those parts of the mesh that were painted. This is pretty fast, intuitive, and the fact that this offers a visual approach makes it super easy. This also has some collision-based options that enable self-collision, face collision, edge collision, and also some advanced form of interaction. This offers a non-destructive approach which makes it easy for you to paint, unpaint, and repaint several parts of your model. And so, if you're thinking about a tool that you can use to paint soft body onto your model, then you can simply consider taking a look at this one. The folks at Blender Procedural has also put together the Video Depth AI. This is one useful AI tool that is currently available for Blender users that allows you to generate dynamic animated 3D geometries from any video with a single click. As all you need to do is to load in the video and you can simply convert that video into a 3D model. This is going to be super useful for those that are into background design. Possibly you're into VFX, but then you don't want to recreate the VFX. You possibly want to use a video that is existing to create that illusion of depth. You can easily use this to make that happen. Some of the key features with this includes the simple one-click generation from a video, 100% cloud-based processing with no setup required, and of course there's a ton of interesting options that are currently available with this that will help you displace your video and generate 3D models exactly how you want them to be. So if you've been thinking about something like this, then you might want to consider taking a look at it. At the same time, the folks at Blender Procedural have released the Easy Foam Painter. This is a geometry node inspired tool which allows you to paint foams on any object in your scene. This is quite powerful to work with and it offers a few parameters that you can use to customize how the foam effect works on the models that you're painting them. It is quite interesting to see that the folks at Blender Procedural have created a couple of things over time, and for those who like to take a look at the ton of things that they've made, you can simply come through and check them out. And of course, they've also created the Ultimate Simulation and Dynamics add-on bundle, which houses a ton of these tools. So if any of these tools right here impresses you, I would definitely suggest that instead of purchasing this one after the other, you can simply take a look at the bundles that currently exist, grab them, and save a lot from them. Glucose has recently released the V Dynamics. This tool is currently in beta, and the idea behind this tool is to bring the state-of-art high-performance elastic body simulation solution to Blender. And this is based off the Gaia Vertex block descent simulator, and this simply enables the simulation of thousands of elastic objects with performance measured in seconds per frame. Of course, there's a whole paper about this one for those who are interested in finding out more about it. And with V Dynamics for Blender, this allows for the animation of selected vertices. You can also animate colliders to form elastic body, and at the same time, you can also simulate objects with diverse elastic material properties. And for those who are interested about this, possibly you'd like to read more about this whole paper, then you can come through and check it out. This is definitely a turbocharged physics tool, which is going to be super cool to see in Blender. And hopefully this gets adopted and implemented in Blender by default. Glucose is the very same creator of the amazing UVPack Master version 3, which is also available. This tool has definitely undergone a couple of iterations over time, and it is quite interesting to see what this actually brings to the table in terms of packing UVs for Blender. So if you're into UVs, or possibly you're thinking about doing some very cool simulations right now in Blender, then you might want to consider taking a look at these tools and see how they best fit your pipeline or your next project. Pencil Pro, which is a hand-drawn sketch emulator from CG Matter, is a beautiful and yet sophisticated tool that allows you to simply make what pencil sketching and drawing looks like when working in Blender. So at this point, you can now easily convert Blender to a sketchbook by actually rendering 3D images as pencil sketches. This is very useful as at every given point in time, especially if you're into illustration, instead of making sketches, you can literally make a 3D model and make sketches based off that 3D model, and this is going to be super cool for instructional purposes and so much more. At this point, you can now start using this generator to make very cool stuff right inside of Blender with all of the parameters and settings that this allows you to play with. CG Matter has actually made a couple of impressive stuff over time, and one of the cool ones that he has also put together is the melt simulator, which is looking pretty cool. And this is for those who are thinking about melting various stuff in Blender and generating that melt effect for their 3D model. And of course, if you'd like to find more stuff from CG Matter, you might definitely want to give the Genie a try, as Genie is a compilation of most of the cool add-ons that he has made over time, and he has thrown a nice discount for those who like to get this. So at this point, this is running for $35 instead of paying $105 to get all of this add-on from the Pencil Pro, the Melt Simulator that we've talked about, Sweat Simulator, Rain Simulator, the Wicker, and a couple more cool ones that he has also made. Instead of getting this one after the other, you can simply get the Genie, which is an interesting bundle that has all of these add-ons in it. And if you're into low poly, cute and stylized characters, then you might want to consider taking a look at the folks at Eat Happy Studios, as they've created a couple of impressive 3D models over time, from funny characters all the way to medical characters that you can play with. All of these characters are now available for you. Interestingly, they've also made the Platformer Factory. And the Platformer Factory comes with over 180 assets, which is based off a stylized platformer game with impressive assets that you can tweak, work with, recreate, and build your very own stylized platformer looking scene. At the same time, if you just want to find some casual looking models or possibly some nice looking interior models, then they've got a ton of these that are available. So for example, the Interior 4 comes with over 1,390 assets across 11 different interiors. And these interiors range from living room, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, nursery, hallway, study, office, and so on and so forth. So if any of this interests you, or possibly you're into stylized characters and you're looking for something that is pretty cute, nice, colorful, and charming, then you might want to consider taking a look at the folks at Eat Happy Studios. GPSketch from Quentin, designed to enhance your grease pencil workflow by converting 2D sketches into 3D meshes with greater flexibility and realism. This add-on addresses common limitations with grease pencil, which includes the lack of shadows, inability to convert strokes to meshes, and also the limited 3D integration. This add-on is heavily based on geometry nodes, as it loads up as a modifier and transforms your grease pencil strokes into 3D meshes, offering options of line art styles and also shapes. Some interesting features that comes with this includes the quick mesh conversion, automatic material conversion, and also the gizmo toolbar, which provides quick access to frequently used settings such as stroke placement type, layer locking, canvas grid visibility, and also view orientation. And for those that are into grease pencil, then GPSketch will significantly expand the creative possibilities that you've got with Blender as it is. One other thing to keep in mind is this also supports layering. So if you work with layers or possibly you're into layers, then you will also enjoy working with GPSketch. GPSketch currently has a ton of features and cool stuff to offer. So whether you're into 3D modeling or possibly you're into working with grease pencil, or maybe you're just into some form of stylization and you're looking for a tool that you can work with that actually offers some very nice looking features, then GPSketch is right here for you. And now let's talk about some very interesting discounts and also free tools that are currently available, alongside some beautiful bundles that you shouldn't even think about missing. First off, Black Death Studio has recently released the Furnikit, which is the furniture and interior design asset library that allows you to work with a ton of nice looking assets and just simply create amazing looking interiors. Currently, this has over 300 assets that you can work with. And the best part, this is currently doing a 25% offer. FlexiCam, which is a beautiful tool from the folks at Apex Assets, is now available, and this is brand new. They are currently doing a 25% launch offer, and you can see from the timing that this is less than a day old. This is a beautiful tool that turns your static Blender cameras into live action cameras. So whether you're tracking a character or maybe you're just trying to use this to create some very interesting object shots, this has a lot of things for you. Some of the cool features include multiple object tracking, curve support for those who are thinking about using curves to drive the cameras, and also some rapid looking iterations, especially for those who like to get some rapid looking camera effect. quickly and easily. There's a ton of parameters that this now comes with, and we're considering making a full video for those who like to see how this works and some of the cool features that comes with it. Round Tools and P Cutter from Almond is continuing the 25% offer trend, and this is currently available for those who are into hard surfaces and possibly you're looking for a tool that offers some nicer looking advanced features that includes cutting, HDRIs, nice rope simulations, and a couple more stuff. Round Tools is an all-in-one tool that offers a ton of nice and impressive features. The folks at Lazy 3D has a few stuff that are currently doing discounts for those who would like to get it and potentially for those who missed it the last time we talked about it. And this includes the Lazy Puddle generator, which allows you to generate interesting puddles across your scene. So this is one cool tool for those who are thinking about just adding that realism on their floors and bringing their scene to life with a couple of ripples, some depth, some spread, some water effect all over their scene. Currently, this is available for free for those who want to get it. However, if you'd like to get the Pro version, which actually has a lot more features than what this currently have, then you might want to consider checking it out. More so, the folks at Lazy 3D are doing a huge discount for those who like to take advantage of the physical Puddle version 2.0, or possibly you like to take a look at some of the tools that they currently have, or maybe you would like to get their big bundle, which is currently doing a huge discount. Then you might want to come through and check this out. Again, for those who like to take a look at any of these products that are currently available, or maybe you like to take advantage of these offers that are currently available on their storefront, all of these links alongside several coupon codes will be in the description. Resale Studio is also continuing the 70% offer, and this is for their mega asset. Currently, this offers over 5,000 plus free CC0 asset, including PBR materials and also HDRIs. So if you'd like to get this is doing a huge sale right now, and it is going for 70% off. Of course, if you're into materials and you're looking for a place where you can get a ton of materials alongside HDRIs that you can work with easily and nicely right inside of Blender, then the mega asset that currently offers over 5,000 plus asset, which is going for 70% off, might be your best pick. We can't talk about all of these huge bundles and discounts without mentioning that of the folks at Superhive, as the Superhive launch bundle offer is still ongoing and this is running out in a couple of days. So for those who like to get this, you can now simply come through and grab this. This offers over 28 game-changing add-ons, which cuts across a lot of add-ons, from Geoscatter, which is an amazing tool, all the way to Retopoflow, down to OCD, which is for making very nice looking fractures, to Gobo Light Texture from the folks at B Production for adding that realistic Gobo Light effect in your scene, down to the physical Starlight and Atmosphere for bringing that realistic look into your overall exterior scenes. All of these are now here and available for you. So if you like any of these add-ons which have been listed out here, then this might just be a wonderful time for you to grab all of them. The retail price for all of these should be about $825.74, but you'll be getting them for $30. And this is a steal, especially for those who want to get all of these add-ons that are available with this bundle. Something else which is an absolute steal is the Unlock Pro 3D modeling skill with Blender from the folks at Humble Bundle. This is also a limited time offer bundle that offers 25 interesting courses for Blender. And these courses cover across material fundamentals, which deals with procedural textures in Blender, learning how to work with Blender and Python scripting, getting started with geometry nodes for Blender 4.4, getting the basic knowledge that you need for working with Blender 4.4, designing and building towers, and of course if you're into games, then there's a couple of interesting courses as well for that, as we've got the procedural maze building with Unity 6 and Blender, and we've also got the Blender to Unreal Engine 5, the complete beginner's guide. And there's also another interesting course that teaches you how to master character design in Blender for Unity and Unreal Engine. This course takes you from beginning to end of how you can build a simple character from scratch and bringing them into your game engine. So you do have all of these courses, and all of these courses by default should be costing about £2,077.14, but because of what this is, you will be getting them for £20, or you can even get them for about £13.60. So for those who like to get all of these courses, which is an absolute steal that will teach you a lot of things, then you can consider coming through and grabbing them. Something else which you might also want to consider grabbing is the Grovescape, which is a forest generator for Blender. And this is completely free. This is an add-on that allows you to simply generate forest easily in Blender. This is fully geometry node driven and comes with some explorable features that you can work with. At the end of the day, if you're thinking about using these in any of your game engines, you can definitely export these and work with them. You do have full control over the trees, the scale, and of course how much density you would like to have in your forest. And one thing which we shouldn't overlook is the fact that as much as this is free, it is also available for commercial use. So if you're looking for a free forest generator, there you go. In the same vein, if you're looking for a means of designing free trees, then the Treedesigner Plus, which comes with over 400 procedural trees that you can design out of the box, is currently available, and this now comes with a flower update which allows you to generate cool stuff alongside flowers. So if you've always been thinking about generating interesting looking procedural trees all by yourself with full integrated materials, then you might want to consider taking a look at this one. This tool is built with designers in mind and also offers you a ton of impressive features that you can work with. All of these are ready to use and they are pretty impressive. With the new update, you can now add and also customize flowers on the trees and beautify your trees how you want. You can also throw in wind simulations to actually bring a bit more life to your scene, and it's pretty cool what Alexis have done with this one. So if trees or even forests are your thing, then you can rely on this tool and get working with them. The Glb Optimiser is a Blender add-on designed to streamline the export and optimization of 3D models into GLB files, making them lightweight and web ready. This is particularly useful for those that are into game development, AR, and also VR. If you're into web design and you're aiming to enhance the performance or possibly reduce loading times, then you might want to consider taking a look at this one. Some of the key features with this tool includes the texture optimization, mesh simplification, hierarchy flattening, advanced compression options, and also a one-click optimization tool that allows it to quickly generate optimized GLB files for smoother performances. Overall, the Glb Optimiser simplifies the process of preparing your 3D model for real-time application, which ensures that they are well optimized for performance without compromising quality. Another interesting add-on is the bone and weight splitter. And this is for those who are thinking about splitting their bones or possibly splitting weight across model pieces. This is quite powerful as it just simplifies and accelerates your rigging and also weight painting workflow. Overall, this is a pretty cool and nifty tool for those who are into rigging and for those who are into some form of simulation that also requires bones to have these things happen. Of course, we've mentioned this previously on the channel, but it is quite interesting to see that there's a lot of demand for tools like this, which is currently available, and you might want to consider checking this out if you're into rigging or potentially you're into some form of weight painting that can help you split either your bones or the weight of your bones across a mesh evenly. Some other interesting mentions include the folks at 3D Uka Studio. These are wonderful creators that have made a ton of interior and exterior scenes. Amongst all of the cool stuff that they've produced over time is also the Plantica. And the Plantica is a high quality set of 3D plants which is currently doing a 50% discount offer. This is currently running, and for those who are thinking about grabbing this, possibly you'd like to enhance how much plants you've got in your asset library, then you might want to see this one as also a huge pick. Lots of things are currently available on their platform, and for those who are into models, possibly you're into interior models or maybe you're just into decorations and stuff like that, then you'll possibly find this one super useful. And if you're into semi-stylized models or possibly into some form of stylized models, then the folks at Zoodit, which is now owned by the folks at 3D, are having a wonderful set of model pieces that are just super amazing. So for example, if you're looking for a cartoon hero character, you'll definitely find this one super useful. It's fully rigged, comes with a ton of actions, a couple of variations for what you're trying to make, and you can also style these things however you want, work with some of the pre-made action poses that currently exist, and start making cool stuff for yourself. The same thing can be said for almost every character that they've got here. So for example, if you're also working with astronaut character, you'd also find similar options here as well. So this is pretty impressive for those who are looking for nice looking, well put together characters that they can pick up and use for the animations quickly. And speaking about characters, there's also the 10 wild animal cartoon stylized character Basemeshes for those who might be needing it. So if you're into cute characters as well, and maybe you're just looking for a character model that has a nice looking topology that is well put together, has all the UV seams and the textures and all of these things well built, then this might be the pack for you. Tashi has also made a few other ones before, which includes the wild and domestic animal pack. That is also a pretty cool one. And currently they are running a 50% offer for their full base mesh collection. And this contains literally everything. So whether you're looking for the domestic animal, the human base meshes, the dog pack, all of these are right here. And all of the model pieces that you're getting are fully optimized topologically. And of course, they've also got their UV done, their high quality base meshes, and they come at no extra cost other than what you're going to be paying to get them here. So for those who are thinking about getting these things, then you do have these ones ready for you to pick up and start working with. So this is it. Tons of things are currently available, tons of bundles, discounts, coupon codes, and lots more. Links to all of this is going to be in the description for those who like to get this. And hopefully there's also going to be more stuff coming out later in the month, and I will do well to tell you guys about it. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you like something from this, you can go ahead and give a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And until I see you guys in the next one, peace.